And here with us now, a member of the 10,000 Small Businesses Advisory Council and president and CEO of the National Urban League, Marc Morial. Good friend of the show. Marc, good to have you on.
Joe,
and
good to see you.
We have one of today's graduating scholars, the owner of Deere Rehabilitation Services, Dennis Deere. And we should note that our show is sponsored in part today by Goldman Sachs. Great to have you both on.
Quite
Dennis Deere, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm happy. I'm excited.
Tell us your story.
Well, again, my name is Dr. Dennis Deere, born and raised on Chicago's west side in one of the toughest communities, North Lawndale. I have a business called Deere Rehabilitation Services, and basically I'm a psychologist that provides substance abuse services, domestic violence services, and training services to both law enforcement officers as well as offenders.
So how did you get involved with this group?
That's an interesting question.
Did Lloyd Blankfein just come to you, knock on the door, start handing out $100 bills? How does this work?
So nice of Lloyd.
Did Warren Buffett come in with his plane and say, let's fly to Omaha? How'd this happen?
Well, I actually have been a business owner for about 12 years. My business started in about 2000. And I'll give you some brief history. At about 10 years old, I had a defining moment take place for me. You'll probably understand this because I understand, Joe, that your late father was a business owner as well, correct?
Right.
And so my mother actually, and God bless her soul because she isn't with us anymore, but I needed clothing for school at 10 years old. And my mother said, well, son, I can't afford it, but what I can do is loan you $50. She loaned me $50, and I opened up a candy store on my front porch. And at 10 years old, that candy store began to make me $100 a day.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
today I stand as a proud owner of a business located on the west side of the city with a social mission with 22 employees. But just a tad bit more, and that is because, and this is very important, I had a defining moment take place in my life. At 10, I witnessed a murder take place right behind my house. And that defining moment gave me a social mission that I operate from even today. So I had sprinklings of entrepreneurship at 10 years old, but I vowed that I would go to college, come back to my community, and do what I call is doing good in the hood.
So Mr. Mayor, you have so many opportunities in the position that you're in. Talk about why this group is so important, not only for you, but also for this community and for America.
This program, 10,000 Small Businesses, works. Some 700 businesses who've had a chance to participate in it. A powerful success rate. Growth by some 75%, adding employees by some 50%. I like it because it's a substantive program. It works, and it looks for entrepreneurs like Dennis who are on the way up, who are well established already, but who with some help, with some intervention can grow. So with Warren Buffett, Lloyd Blankfein, and so many, we, I think, have added to what I call the ecosystem in this nation to support small businesses. And the Urban League is an important part of this through our 10 entrepreneurship centers around the nation.
So, Steve Ratner, when we're talking about sort of trying to inject life into the economy, one of the points made earlier is that it is potentially small businesses instead of sweeping job growth, but step by step.
Well, it's a lot of building blocks. We talk a lot on this show about big macro statistics, and the GDP went up this and jobs went up that. And this is interesting to see how it happens in real life and how you really build an economy one job at a time.
So are you going to be at the graduation today?
Yeah, I am. And, it's an interesting number. If one out of every American small business that did $5 million or less added one job, we'd be at full employment. So it's not just a lot of rhetoric to say that small business growth can help the economy and create jobs.
Dennis Deere, congratulations.
Thank you so
much. You're going to
I
flourish.
Appreciate that. I might add, since being in a program, I've actually created 4 new jobs.
Oh my.
And so I'm very happy about that, and my revenues are up 7% in the first quarter of 2012 from 2011. We learned an astonishing amount of information. In fact, I know how to read my financials now. I can ask my accountants questions.
I love it.
We got some great education.
All right.
For business.
Congratulations, Dennis,
Thank
Marc. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, up next, Susan Axelrod joins us on her push to find a cure for epilepsy.
Hello, Susan.
Susan, you're watching Morning Joe live from Chicago.
Good to
How are you?